Hi, welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today we are talking about decorating rules you should always break. In the past, we've talked about rules that you should be following, but today I wanted to talk about decorating rules that you should be breaking because after all, unlike laws, which involve orange jumpsuits, which I don't look good in, so we can't go there, we obey the laws, we break the rules, people, okay? We don't have to obey any of the decorating rules. It's your own home, and I find myself breaking them all the time because who cares in the first place? I mean, honestly, who made these rules and why am I supposed to be following them? If you are excited about this video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump in. This has been one of my most requested videos from you guys, and I thought it'd be really fun to talk about rules that you should be breaking. And so I polled you guys on our Inspired by V group on Facebook and on Instagram and asked you what kind of decorating rules do you even know about? Got a list of ones that I think you should be breaking, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to all of these today. So I'm gonna see how many I can get done, and then we might have to do a part 2 because apparently there's a lot of rules and I love breaking them. Before we jump in, let's have a minute from today's sponsor. I wanna take just a moment and thank today's video sponsor, which is HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. I was so excited when they asked if we'd like to try out their meal kits. If you haven't heard about HelloFresh before, HelloFresh offers mouth-watering seasonal recipes that are fresh, they're pre-measured ingredients, and best of all, they are delivered right to your door, so you don't even have to leave home. And you can customize it if you have special dietary needs like I do. I needed to make sure that I was able to make my meals without milk in them. There's options for everybody, and you can fully customize it even from week to week. So when our box arrived, oh, I got totally excited. Let me show you what it looked like to get the box. Okay, so look at how cool this is. It's all packaged in here, so it's all staying fresh. This is so cool, this is so exciting. Oh wow. Okay, so it's in paper, which I love. Italian garden veggie soup. Oh my gosh. So it comes with kale. We got Israeli couscous, all the seasonings. It's got bread and herbs. Look at this, it's got actual fresh vegetables. Okay, so I'm going to try the Italian garden veggie soup first. It says it's 1 pan and it's supposed to take 10 minutes of prep and 40 minutes to cook. So I need to wash and dry all my produce first. Oh my gosh! I just made that. Look at that portobello mushroom and that pasta with marinara sauce. Look at what I made. I made this. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at that soup. It looks like something out of a magazine. I can't believe it. Hi.
Hi.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Been smelling all that good food? Look at this. I made this. Doesn't it look like it came out of a magazine?
Oh. Spaghetti.
Yay. And that's vegetable soup with Israeli couscous, which is your favorite.
I love couscous.
Yeah.
Try this one
Ooh,
first.
yum, your Israeli couscous. Mmm.
Mmm.
Is it good?
This is garlic bread. You get to dip it in there. Oh.
It smells so good.
Is that so good?
Oh my god. Am I having this for dinner?
Yes, yeah. I just love that these guys are amazing. They bring these amazing meals to my door. They make my life easier. They make my family's life better, add quality of life through fresh meals, fresh ingredients. I love that even the ingredients are seasonal, it's sustainable. This is an amazing, amazing company. I'm just so delighted to be able to work with them and to be able to share my discount code with you guys today. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code Valentina10 to get 10 free meals, including free shipping. The biggest trouble that you're gonna have is trying to narrow down which meals you're gonna order first because they have so many great options. It's like torment. It's not actual torment, but you guys are gonna really love it and you're gonna be totally impressed. So go try it out. I'll leave the link below in the show notes and I know that you're gonna love it. All right, are you guys ready for rule number 1? that I think that I don't even know where the rule came from. I mean, honestly, why on earth do we think that all of our furniture is supposed to match? Why do we think that? I think it actually comes from stores who have tried to make packages that are easy for people to be able to come in and buy a room. And so you come in, it's Rooms to Go is one of them now, but there were so many in the past. I think about all the game shows that I watched as a kid. I mean, I'm totally dating myself. They were totally in reruns, absolutely. But all the game shows that we would watch from even the 70s where they win the bedroom and it's the set of furniture that has all the different pieces and the whole thing matches and it's decorating in a box. So I think this is where the misconception has come from, that we think that our furniture is supposed to match. Now, I think that a lot of people have gone the opposite direction where none of the furniture is supposed to match. The truth of the matter is that you can do whatever you want. Ooh, number 2 is a really good one because you guys ask me this question all the time. Should your hardware match? So I think what the misconception is that everybody said that everything should match. And then it's like trickling in that, oh wait, we're supposed to mix our metals. So there's a lot of confusion around this. And some of you hate mixing your metals. Like you just don't like it. So you feel compelled to obey the rule, but now you've heard you're supposed to break it. So which one is it? Again, you're gonna see that I don't really care about these rules. I don't think that they have to match, and I don't think that they have to be different either. You get to decide what you like the best. You can definitely, absolutely mix your metals. And a lot of times I do, because I just think that it's nice to have a little bit of variety. I might find a piece where the metals aren't the exact same color. The magic in mixing your metals though is having the same undertones so that when you put them in the same space, they feel like they came from the same family. It's like having sisters. They look like they came from the same parents. There's some sort of resemblance to them, but they're not identical twins. And so I think there's some sort of magic that lies in there, because trying to make everything match exactly the same, that can be really difficult if you're doing a bedroom and you're trying to match your metals from your bedside table to your lamps to your dresser to your light. Like trying to make those things the exact same, literally I've had clients that are driving themselves nuts trying to make sure that that stuff is a perfect match. That's when I'm like, oh, it doesn't have to be like that kind of matchy. The main thing, like I said before, is making sure that those undertones feel like they belong together, and that's up to you. Bring those together and have a look at them, because it's you that's gonna be living in the space. It's yours. And stand back, take a really good look at them and decide, does it feel like they go well? Does it feel like they belong together? And if it does to you, why would it matter to anybody else? This is your space. So go with what feels good, go with what feels right to you, and you'll always end up with a space that you love. Oh my goodness, you guys, this one just cracks me up. Never paint a small room dark. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm standing in a room that has nice big windows. You guys are literally on, like there's humongous windows behind you, which is why my skin looks, so fabulous, even though I'm in my 40s. It's because I put myself near a window and it brings all this light in and it makes this color look amazing in this room. So can I take this color and put it, say, in my powder room or in my laundry room? Oh, why, yes! As a matter of fact, I've done those things. I love putting dark colors in small rooms. I love putting dark colors in small rooms without windows, because I think that it's really cozy and warm and inviting. I think there's a lot of you that kind of know that it's okay to paint a small room dark. So some of the questions though that I get from that, the additional questions are, what should I paint the trim? What should I paint the ceiling? What should I paint the door? Okay, so those are all really good questions and they're really important. So when you paint a small room dark, you need to think through your lighting, because if it is not lit, it will feel like a cave, and you may actually have trouble seeing inside the room. My husband totally teased me. When I painted my bathroom, I wanted to paint the door dark. In fact, I don't even remember if I did. Hang on, I gotta go look. Give me 1 second. Okay, the door is white. And the reason why I left it white was because my husband said he would have a hard time finding his way back out of the bathroom. We're talking about the tiniest powder room ever. I did all the rest of the trim in that bathroom dark. And the reason I did that was because it was actually to tease my husband, because I would have totally painted that door dark on the back so that the room was seamless when you were in it. But you know, I didn't want him to get lost in the bathroom. So I left the door white. So what's the answer? What is the answer? Are you supposed to paint it dark? What are you supposed to do with the door, the trim? You can do whatever you like. You can do whichever mix you like. You can paint the ceiling. I painted mine and I love it. I painted all the trim dark. I like that feeling that it envelops you. You feel really cozy and it's kind of sensual in there and it's just beautiful. I love it, but I left the door white and that is completely fine. I could have also painted it dark and I would have been perfectly happy with that. But again, you know, wouldn't want Jack to get lost in the bathroom. I mean, wouldn't that be tragic? This is another really good one. I think these are all really good, okay? So the next one is that the ceiling has to be white. I feel like people this is the one that most people are like, you painted your ceiling? Most people don't even realize that I have almost no white ceilings in my entire house. They're almost all painted. So in this room, it has a pitched ceiling and I painted the entire room out in this dark color because there wasn't a natural break where the ceiling was gonna start, and it makes the room look twice as big by painting that pitched ceiling. Now it just looks like the wall is just huge and the whole room is really big. So that's one way of going about it, especially if you have a space that has weird angled walls or weird angled ceilings. You can paint that whole thing out. So then in other spaces, you can totally paint the ceiling. I painted the ceiling in my family room and kitchen in that big open area. That ceiling is actually a light gray. I had originally painted the house when we first moved in 50 shades of gray, of course. Now it's 50 shades of black instead. Don't even know what that means about me, but there you go. But either way, I left the gray ceiling when I painted the room white because it's a fifth wall, and I thought a little bit of gray on the top just adds a little bit of warmth, something interesting going on, and I just liked it. Same thing for the family room. I left the cream colored original beige ceiling. So when the painters were there and they were painting out this humongous room in white, they wanted to know if they should paint the ceiling, and I was like, you know what? I just think it looks nice. I think it looks nice, and everyone's waiting for me to paint it black apparently, but I think my painters would want to kill me. They may actually fire me as a client if they had to paint the ceiling in that room black, so I haven't gone there yet. Maybe one day when I'm ready to call in a favor from them. But I think that painting a ceiling black is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm thinking about doing it maybe in my bathroom because I just want to try it and see how it looks. However, in the rest of the rooms of the house, the ceilings are white. So, do your ceilings have to be white? Do your ceilings have to be colored? You can do whatever you want. Do not think about the rules. Think about the overall design, the aesthetic of the entire space. Does painting the ceiling a different color add something interesting to the room? Does painting it white make it just feel bigger? There's a lot of different tricks. If you've got big ceilings, why not do something interesting on the top of that and do something really fun? And you don't even have to paint it a solid color. In my laundry room, I painted stripes. So have some fun. Oh, and in the powder room, it's sponge. So yeah, I'm a crazy woman. I am a rebel, people. I am a rebel. Breaking all these rules and breaking all of them over and over in my house. I can't seem to decide. Yeah, crazy woman. So yeah, have fun with it. Design is supposed to be fun. That's the whole point of decorating your house, is to have fun. So just think through what you feel would be fun, get on Pinterest, look at inspiration, and go from there. Oh, don't use personal items. Oh, So sometimes you guys ask me why I don't have pictures of my family everywhere. And I gotta be honest with you. Part of it is because when we lived overseas, printing out pictures was very expensive and we just didn't do it so much. And most people in the countries that we lived in didn't put big pictures of their families out the way that so many Americans do. And so I just fell out of the habit. I just really did. I fell out of the habit. Everything went really digital. We weren't printing things out as much. I do have pictures in photo frames, and a lot of that's in my dressing area, in my closet, an area that needs a lot of help, which hopefully at some point will actually come to this channel. Maybe one day when I get my act together and actually finish my closet space. But that's where I tend to put personal items like that. Like I love to have a dressing table with personal pictures. However, there's a lot of other personal things that I think it is a doggone shame that more people don't put their personal things into their homes. I don't understand why you would want to design everything to look like it came from a catalog. I don't understand that kind of design where it's over-designed. It feels overly contrived to me and it lacks hominess. That's just my personal opinion. If you like something that doesn't have all those personal touches, then please don't feel the need to include them. I mean, that's kind of the point. I hope more than anything that you'll take away from this entire video is that you are the master of your own fate and you are the one building your home and creating it. So you get to do whatever you want. Who cares about the rules? Take them, leave them, whatever you want. They're not important. What's important is what you want from your home. What's gonna make you feel most at home. For some people, it just wouldn't be a home without their personal photos, their personal collectibles. So I would never design a space that doesn't include those things if that is what makes someone feel at home. And everybody's different. So think through for you, if those collectible items, those treasures that you have stashed in the basement because they don't go with your decor, maybe it's time to pull some of those out. I mean, why leave them? Those kinds of things are the things that I hope that my clients will actually have because that's where all that personality and soul comes from. So I think you should use your personal items if you love them and if they have good memories attached to them and they make you feel happy when you see them. I think you should 100% have those in your space, but ultimately creating your home to be what you love is the most important thing. So if you have to break a rule, break the rule. You may discover this space that you just absolutely love, and sometimes there's rules that you maybe will help things feel cohesive, and at times those rules can be good to kind of govern your ideas and help you create a cohesive space. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree and which of these rules you break or don't break. Let me know. I'm just so interested to hear from you guys and hear what you have to say. It's gonna be a really fun conversation down in the comment section. So be sure to leave one of those. So, well, thank you so much for stopping by for another visit. I have misplaced my coffee and I'm desperately in need of it. So I'm gonna go find my coffee and yeah, get back to work. Oh, don't forget, hit subscribe and visit us at Instagram if you want to see some of the original content that we post there, tours of our home, places that we're going to visit. I show a lot more stuff over there sometimes than I really can get to here. So go over there and hang out and just give me a little hello over there. And I think that's all we have time for today. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, look at you, arriving just in time to eat.
Look what I brought to the meal.
Normally I'd say that's the easy part, but these were actually way easier to make than I would have ever imagined. I know, I just gave away my own secret, but all right, test